Hi, my loves. So today I wanted to come do another video for you guys, and I wanted today's topic to be about getting lost in order to find yourself. So, if you guys don't know who I am, my name is Majek. I am the owner and founder of the In Her Experience, which is a lifestyle brand where I coach women. I coach women on how to support themselves and how to build the kind of life they want for who they are. So, I wanted to focus today's topic on what it means to get lost and in order to find yourself. So, in this video, I will be sharing a little bit about my experience in life, the things that I have gone through in order to help me understand who I am and what my values are and how I can use them or how I have used them to help me to fulfill um, the experience I'm having as a person that I am. So let's jump right into it. So let's talk about my experience and what I've been through in order to um, be the person that I am right now. So I've been through a lot of difficult experiences. I've just been someone who's always a roamer. I don't know if that makes sense, but someone who didn't really have any solid roots to kind of build and structure themselves in a way that would be um quote unquote the norm for society. I am someone who's always um being uprooted. I'm someone that's always um trying trying to figure out what best suits me as the body that I am, as a human being that I am. And so with this comes a lot of inner turmoil and a lot of instability. So the instability is not being able to keep jobs. The instability is always trying to, or not always having the financial means um, to have a stable sense of reality. And also relationships, having to let go of relationships in order to have breathing room, um, having to let go of relationships that just aren't healthy, that are toxic because um, they are the sort of relationships that are that suck the life out of you. People who want to um, take advantage of you, people who want to get what they can out of you because they think or because they see a spot of weakness within you. So yeah, because they think that you're weak, or because they think that you're someone that they can walk all over, or because they think that you are um not the type to speak up for yourself or be present. So because of that, I've had to let go. I'm constantly having to reassess relationships. I'm constantly having to um reassess what truly brings me joy, what makes me feel at peace. And if I don't have my peace, then um find I can't root myself. I can't create and stretch out um my foundation. Like, I can't create a foundation in a place where it doesn't feel sturdy. So that's with relationships, that's with jobs, that's with states, even states. I have moved so many times from different places because of the energy. Um, and not just because of the energy, but also because my I'm very connected to life, and I'm very connected to the way that life speaks to me. And I feel that if life is showing you like you're not growing here, or you're not producing here, or you're not increasing in abundance or success, um or prosperity, that that's a sign that you have to leave, or you have to reassess what you're doing. So for me, I have been someone who has been through a lot of reassessing and a lot of reflection in order to understand what am I doing wrong? Where am I not showing up in my life? Where am I being inconsistent? And a lot of these experiences has taught me so much about myself. It has shown me like, oh, yeah, like I need to do better in this area, or I need to fix this about myself. And some of it has also been, oh, this isn't the place for me. This isn't where I'm supposed to live. This isn't where I'm supposed to build a connection and a viable relationship. So because of these experiences, because of knowing my ontological truth, because of being self-aware and knowing my habits and my behaviors, and understanding my how life speaks to me, understanding my reality, understanding how I show up in life, has all helped me to understand um what works for me and what doesn't work for me. And so I've come to understand that, hey, um this might not be the place where you're supposed to like root yourself. This might not be the place where you're supposed to root yourself or ground yourself. And so because of that, I I have become someone who's okay with not always having stability, not always having clear, like, this is what I'm supposed to do, because I allow life, I allow intuition to show me and to speak to me what's best for me and where I'm best utilized. Yeah, so understanding that aspect of who you are. And so now I want to kind of focus on what you bring to the table, which is a diverse range of experiences, a diverse range of skill sets, all of these places that I've kind of felt like they weren't for me, or it wasn't working out, still brought on great learning lessons. And through those learning lessons, or through those lessons, I've been able to acquire greater skill sets that have allowed me to use them in ways that serve who I am. And so that's where you find yourself, you find who you are through these lessons, you find who you become by implementing things that you've learned from all of these unstable experiences that you go through in life, unstable relationships, or just unhealthy relationships, or unhealthy interactions with people. Um, and it betters you. Like, you become a better communicator. You become someone who's more emotionally stable. You become someone who can really recognize what the truth of your experience is. So if you are the person who is creating a scenario that is unhealthy, you can recognize that. If it's the other person, the other party that's creating a relationship that is unhealthy, and you know that you have given um your best, you have brought your best self to a situation so that it doesn't get toxic, so that it doesn't get unhealthy. You can recognize that because of the experiences that you've gone through, because of the situations that have allowed you to grow and to really see what role you play when you're engaging in confrontational experiences. And the thing is that I'm not someone who's confrontational, but I'm also someone who's not going to be walked all over. I'm not a mat that you can tell me what to do and kind of control me or push me around. That's just not going to happen with me. So because of that, because of these situations where people have tried to control me, people have tried to push me around, people have tried to take advantage of my kindness or my gentleness or my patience, I have had to speak up for myself. I've had to create boundaries. I've had to um, confront situations and scenarios um, that weren't conducive but needed to be addressed, weren't conducive for me and needed to be addressed in order to set the standard of who I am and what my personality truly um shows, which is someone that just isn't okay with being manipulated. So when you go through these experiences and you've had sort of like repeating moments or repeating scenarios, you become better at articulating your needs. You become better at your reaction to situations. You become better at holding space for yourself. And all of these things are what makes you a much more confident human being, that when you do go through when you do go through life's bullshit, I don't know how to explain it, but when you do go through like times where life throws you curveballs or throws you a wrench, you're able to kind of, you know, dodge it or kind of move out of the way, or catch that wrench or catch that curveball in order to know how to handle it, right? So you catch a curveball and then you start throwing it in the air because it's now something that you know how to deal with. You now know how to handle uh circumstances and situations that try to trigger you or try to kind of set you back from all of the growth that you've done. And that's called EQ, emotional, I think quotient. So having emotional shoot, I can't remember the word, but it's called kind of being emotionally stable and not reacting to your environment, not reacting to someone else's actions or inaction, but being stable in your emotions and being secure in who you are. So let's go back, or let's jump back to now finding yourself. So now you know all of these things about yourself because you've been through all of these different life experiences where you've had instability, where you've had to juggle not having a lot of money because of whatever reason, or having to walk away from people because they don't know how to treat you with respect, or having to move from one state to another state in order to just get ahead in life, in order to find a better outcome because it wasn't working out in one state and another state provided you with better opportunities than the previous state that you were living in did. So better job opportunities, better connections, better relationships, a better perspective about who you are, and allowing yourself to create all of these new experiences in order to further learn who you are. So that has been my experience. And I'm sure if you guys have life in your body and you're watching this video, I'm sure that you understand what it means to have to leave a state. Hang on. Okay, guys. So I just wanted to continue our conversation, and I will kind of quickly just wrap up in losing yourself to find yourself. So losing yourself to find yourself is really allowing yourself to go through all of these experiences that life has to offer you and overcoming the difficulties of these experiences, truly like working on your internal relationship, the relationship that you have with yourself, the relationship that you have with the world, the energy that you're putting out into the world in order to truly find who you are. So finding yourself is about, or engages, how you truly know yourself to be and what that looks like for you, and not comparing yourself to other people and where they are in life and how they got there, but truly honoring and respecting and valuing your experiences, your journey, and your growth through all the nuances that you've been through like arguments with people, through having to leave somewhere, through creating new experiences for yourself and failing at it and finding out that that wasn't the path for me, that wasn't where I was supposed to be, or it just didn't work out. So knowing that all of these things, your mistakes, your failures, your intuition, your decision making, whether you choosing to leave something because it's not healthy, it doesn't bring joy, or it doesn't fulfill you, or it's not something that makes you your best reality. It's not something that brings the best out of who you are, and leaving the situation. And this could be a job, this could be living in a state, this could be a relationship with someone, this could be a friendship, this could be family connections, relationships with family members that don't give you a sense of acceptance, or doesn't give you a sense of unconditional love. All of these things are what helps you to find who you are, it helps you find out who you truly are. And it brings out who you are because you know how you don't want to live. You know how you don't want to experience, how you don't want to like give life to someone this way. So going through all of these things helps you to understand what you're meant for, what you're meant to be doing, and how it's supposed to show up. And for me, this is it. This is how I'm meant to show up. I'm meant to show up as my authentic self. I'm meant to show up as someone who truly acknowledges their faults, acknowledges their weaknesses, acknowledges their inconsistencies in life, and accept it and allows themselves to truly be expressed. So this is how I want you to be able to look at your life and to look at your experience, look at yourself, look at how you've shown up in the world and be able to decipher, is this something that I want to engage in, or is this something that I do not want to engage in? And can I create what it is that I want for myself? I have decided that I no longer want to engage in the 9 to 5 construct of work that has been created for us. I want to engage in heartfelt work that allows me to work from home and that allows me to be self-expressed and live in my authenticity and live in my truth, and support and provide for support people and provide an outlet for people to fully be themselves, fully come alive, fully express who you are, and let all of that be known. Let all of that be seen so that you can live in your highest and greatest reality of who you see yourself as. And that's it. So I am editor Majek of the In Her Experience. This has been another video of creating a more fulfilling life, accepting your pitfalls in life and learning from them and creating beauty out of it. And that's what the Inner Experience is about. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.